Have you ever wished you could make Ansible do a bit more with your data? Imagine being able to customize how it processes information, making automation even more powerful. Filter plugins are Ansible's secret weapon for data transformation. They allow you to manipulate data directly within your playbook, making them incredibly flexible. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Nikhil Kumar. In today's video, we will unlock the power with custom filter plugins. We will create our own custom filter plugin using real-world example that will make your automation more dynamic. Filter plugins act like tools that shape data within your playbooks. They are written in Python and allow you to define how data is processed, so you can use it exactly how you want in your task. Why we need to use filter plugins? With custom filters, you can validate data, format strings, or calculate values ideal for fine-tuning your automation. Let's start by setting up our filter plugin folder. In your Ansible project directory, create a folder called filter plugin. This is where our custom plugin will be stored. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one directory here, that is Ansible filters. So inside that I'm going to create a directory called filter plugins. So let's create a directory that is filter underscore plugins. In this file we will define our filter functions. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one file under this particular directory. The name of the file is custom filters.py. So inside that I'm going to define my filter functions. We will be creating two example filters to show what's possible in filter plugin. So here is the sample code which I'm going to use for this particular demo. Here I've already defined two functions. One is for reformatting dates and another for calculating the sum of a list. This could be a really handy in cases where your data isn't in the ideal format or you need quick calculation on the fly. So what I'm going to do, I'm just copy pasting this particular file over there. First, we start by defining a class called filter module. This is essential for every custom filter plugin in Ansible. It tells Ansible that this class contains custom filter function. Inside the class, we have defined two filter methods, that is format date and another is sum list. The format date filter takes a date in a format year, month and date, and it will be converting it into month, day and the year. Here's how it works. First, we will try to split the data string into year, month and day using the split method. Then we will reorder these values into the desired format. If the date format is incorrect, it returns a helpful message that invalid date format. Next, we have a method called sum list filter, which calculates the sum of a list of numbers. This filter checks each item in the list is a number, either an integer or a float. If that's all good, it calculates and returns the sum. If the input doesn't meet these criteria, it will return an error message that is invalid input, require a list of numbers. Now let's use this filter in a playbook. So I'm going to create one playbook. Let's save and close. I'm going to create one playbook that is filters.yml, and inside that I am going to define my task which will be using these two filters. So I'm going to define two variables here, that is date, which will be in the format of year, month and date, which is expecting to convert into the different format 11 and date is 12. And let me disable the gather facts as well. And I'm going to provide a list of integers here, that is numbers, and giving a list 10, 20 and 30. And I'm going to define my task here, giving a name to the task, display formatted date. Let me correct this thing, and module name which I'm going to use is debug module. It will be using a parameter called message, and it will be printing the formatted date here. And to use the filter plugin, first we need to pass the variable. So variable is date, and to use the filter plugin, the function name is format underscore date. So I'm going to specify that particular function here, format date, and curly braces close and the double quotes close. Now I'm going to define another task, that is display sum of numbers, and I am going to use the same module, debug module here, with the same parameter message, and sum of numbers, and variable is numbers here, and we are going to use a filter that is sum underscore list, which we define in our custom filters.py file, which resides under the filter plugins folder. Now our playbook is ready. Let's trigger this playbook, Ansible -playbook, and the filter.yml. Okay, Ansible playbook command is not found. Okay, because I haven't set the path for that user local bin, so I need to source the etc environment file, because I have the path set for the Ansible over there, that is this file. So this is the path which I have already set here, that is user local bin, in which particular directory all the Ansible binaries are stored. So let me run the playbook again. As you can see, it changed the format of the date, and it also shows the sum of the numbers which is provided in the list. And if we see that particular playbook again, this is the 10, 20 and 30, and it also changed the format of the date. These kind of use case is very useful when we are generating logs or report summaries. Suppose you are generating a financial report. A filter plugin could make format numbers as currency, such as adding dollar signs or comma. Or you could create a filter that partially hides email address or credit card numbers, which is useful when sharing logs or reports without exposing sensitive data. The best practices for developing filter plugins are meaningful names. Always choose a meaningful name that describes what your filter plugin does. Like in our case, what we have done, we have defined a format date that is showing that this particular filter plugin will be formatting the date. Implement proper error handling. Implement checks like we did in the sum list to ensure valid input. Then we need to include a docstring for each filter to guide future users. Like here I just added a single command to just give a glimpse that what this particular filter plugin will be doing. So it shows like converting this particular date format to this. And in this particular filter plugin, I just added one command that it calculates the sum of a list of a number. And that's it. With just a few lines of code, we have extended Ansible to handle custom date formatting and list summation. This kind of flexibility make Ansible even more powerful for automation. For more detailed guide with a different example for Ansible plugins, check out my blog. I will add a link in the description. If you find this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more tips like this, and let me know in the comment if you're trying to build your own filter plugins. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Have a nice day.